Most traders lose because they trade movement instead of structure. They see candles moving and they jump in without understanding whether price is still in equilibrium or already expanding. Let me show you something. This dark gray area marks the price range where 70% of all volume was traded within this particular range. In simple terms, 70% of all trading activity happened inside this dark gray rectangular box. That is exactly what it represents. It shows us where price was considered fair and balanced by institutions. Now, you can also see this dark green curved line. This dark green curved line is known as the volatility band. The volatility band shows the normal stretch of price away from the institutional average. To take our trade, we are going to consider both the dark gray area and the dark green curved line together. We are going to observe how price behaves inside this dark gray rectangular box and inside the volatility band. What we want to see first is price ranging inside the volatility band, which is the dark green curved line, and at the same time inside the 70% volume zone, which is the dark gray area. We want price to be moving in between these two levels, showing balance. Next, we want to see price breaking out of the dark gray area. At the same time, price must also break out of the volatility band with strong volume and strong momentum. You can see here that price already breaks out above the dark gray box and also above the dark green volatility band. After we see a strong bullish candle closing above both areas, that is our confirmation. We enter our buy trade at the close of that strong breakout candle. For our stop loss, we place it below the point of control, which is the red horizontal line. That gives our trade proper protection. For our take profit, we aim for a 1-to-1 risk-to-reward ratio. If we allow this trade to run, we can clearly see that price moves upward and hits our profit target cleanly. Now for the sell trade, it is simply the opposite of the buy trade. We want to see price come back into the dark gray area again. At the same time, price should be trading inside the volatility band, inside the green curved line. As you can see, price returns into that balanced zone. What we are watching next for a sell trade is for price to close below the dark gray rectangular box. At the same time, price must close below the lower side of the volatility band with strong bearish candles. We can see price closing below both levels with strong momentum. That breakout confirms weakness. At that point, we enter our sell trade. For the stop loss, we place it above the point of control line. For the take profit, we target a 1-to-1 risk-to-reward ratio. If we allow the trade to run, we can see price moving downward and easily hitting our profit target. So in this example, we successfully took a buy trade from the upside breakout and a sell trade from the downside breakout using the same logic, the same structure, and the same confirmation process. So let's wait and see if we can find another trade setup on the chart. We continue observing the price movement patiently. Right now, we can see price comfortably trading inside the VWAP and inside the volatility band. Price has moved back into the volatility band and is also rejecting the inner VWAP line. This tells us that the market is back in balance. There is no trade yet. All we need to do now is wait. For a valid sell setup, we need price to break down below the dark gray rectangle box and at the same time break below the volatility band with strong bearish momentum. That is the condition. No anticipation. We wait for confirmation. Now we can clearly see the break below the gray box and also below the volatility band. Price has already retested the VWAP and failed to hold above it. That rejection adds more confirmation. At this point, we can consider this a valid sell trade. If we enter a short position at the close of this breakout candle, we place our stop loss at the point of interest, which in this case is around the VWAP level. For our take profit, we target a 1-to-1 risk-to-reward ratio. If we allow this trade to run and remain patient, we can see that price continues to move downward with momentum. Eventually, price reaches our take profit target cleanly. Target hit. Now let's continue scanning the chart for another possible trade setup. Again, price returns back into the volatility band. That means balance has returned. There is no edge yet. We want price to trade deeper inside the volatility band and inside the gray box. Now we can see price trading deeper into the volatility band. The market is compressing again. This is what we want to see before another expansion. Next, we wait for the breakdown. Here, We can see price breaking below the volatility band and also breaking below the gray rectangular box around this region. This breakout happens with strong bearish momentum, which confirms downside expansion. Around this area is where we consider our sell trade. We enter at the close of the breakout candle. We place our stop loss at the VWAP line because if price reclaims VWAP after breaking down, the move is likely failing. For our take profit, we again use a 1-to-1 risk-to-reward ratio. If we let this trade continue without interfering, we can clearly see price moving downward and successfully hitting our profit target. Now let's backdate test this properly and see how it performs when we apply the rules consistently. We are not going to change anything. We are not going to adjust settings. We are not going to skip losing trades. We apply the exact same rules every single time. When price is trading inside the dark gray box and inside the volatility band, we do nothing. That area represents balance. It represents compression. It represents a market that has not decided on direction yet. There is no edge inside equilibrium. When price breaks above both the gray box and the volatility band with a strong bullish close, we take a buy trade. The entry is at the close of that breakout candle. The stop loss goes below the point of control, because if price falls back into balance and below the POC, the breakout is likely failing. The target is set at a fixed 1-to-1 risk-to-reward ratio. When price breaks below both the gray box and the volatility band with a strong bearish close, we take a sell trade. Entry at the close. Stop above the point of control. Target 1-to-1. Nothing changes. As we scroll back through the chart, you will notice something important. Not every breakout wins. Some breakouts fail and return back into the gray box. That is normal. That is part of trading. There is no strategy in the world that wins every trade. But here is what matters. Because we are only entering after strong expansion, and because we are using fixed risk management, the winning trades are clean. They are structured. They move with momentum. They are not random spikes. They are clear expansion moves that come after compression. This approach is not about predicting tops or bottoms. It is not about guessing where price will reverse. It is about waiting for balance to end and then participating in expansion. That distinction is critical. This system will not win every trade, and that is perfectly fine. Your job is not to avoid losses. Your job is to control risk and execute consistently. If you follow the rules exactly, several important things happen. First, you know your risk before entering. You already know where your stop is. There is no emotional adjustment after entry. Second, you know your target before entering. There is no hesitation. There is no early exit because of fear. Third, you remove emotion from the process. You are not reacting to every candle. You are reacting only to confirmed structure. There is no panic. There is no guessing. There is no chasing. Trading becomes structured. And structured trading becomes boring. And boring is profitable. Now that you've seen how the breakout model works, let's reveal what's behind it. This is the Institutional Volume Profile Fibonacci Enhanced Signals Indicator. It combines institutional volume profiling to define the 70% traded zone, anchored VWAP logic to determine the institutional average price, Fibonacci confluence for structural reference, and intelligent filtering to keep the chart clean and organized. Everything you saw earlier was generated automatically by the indicator. There was no manual drawing. There was no hindsight bias. There was no curve fitting. The gray box, the volatility band, the POC, and the VWAP are all calculated objectively. To add it to your chart, go to TradingView. Open the Indicators tab. Search for Institutional Volume Profile Fibonacci Enhanced Signals. Click Add. There is no complex setup required. The default settings are already optimized for general use. You can adjust filters later if you want to refine it to your preferred time frame or market, but it works immediately after adding it. This indicator does not replace discipline. It replaces guessing. When you combine it with proper risk management and patience, it gives you a structured framework to trade logically instead of emotionally. This video is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. Always use proper risk management. If you found this helpful, like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you would like to see next.